Chaos Blur.
All right, how we all doing, everybody? This is Bobby Gaines, otherwise known as Chaos Blur. And oh boy, that was a rough transition. But hopefully we won't have a rough transition going from June to July, as I am here tonight, with some Streets of Rage 4, survival mode, if you will. Playing some Wuthering Waves, is that how you say that? Toaster is working on a song cover, nice. So everybody's doing what they do. We got ourselves, once again, some survival mode here on Streets of Rage 4, something I like to engage in once in a while, but of course, everybody's welcome to come in and join the fun, and also, you know, you can, I believe there's a reward that allows you to pick what character I can play as, and also, of course, we've got the 4th of July poll, which is the ultimate form of interaction. Right now, there's only one vote on that poll, and right now, winning that vote is Rocket Racing. I think there's about one more day to go on that. But like I said, for right now, we're going to go ahead and get it to Mr. X Nightmare Mode, as is the deal. I really did get it right. I don't even know what that word means. I don't even know if it's a word. Let's do the weekly sim first. Of course, we'll kick things off as Axel. We'll change his moveset up a little bit, and we'll take it from there. Of course, we could chat well, not all evening long, but a little while long here. Had a really fun stream yesterday with Xenoblade. Getting into that game again was pretty cool. I'm definitely not going to fight another 2,000 enemies to get the money I need, though. Next time I play the game, I'm just going to sell some stuff and get the money I need to get, what's his name, his little artificial blade thingy. Electric heavy attacks, why not? I'm feeling a little daring right now. We got Lena Rem, we got Toaster on the stream so far. You sent me stuff on Facebook. I think I did see that. I have not, I've checked my Facebook a little bit today. I've been kind of trying to get a few things. Here comes his friends. Oh my god, that was actually really... At the time, I'm like, how funny could that have been? And then I watched it. First of all, I had to find it, because it was like a 3-hour video. But I tracked down when it was. And I got to the part... Because right before that, I'm like, oh, he's like... This enemy's like surrounded with a bunch of other enemies, so I have to just fight this one. I'm like, oh crap, here comes its friend. This is exactly what I didn't want. It was like the exact... thing. Like, the CPU just hated me at that very moment. It was like, oh, you're fighting this one? Too bad. Here comes another one. Here comes its friends. And, like, I was already going to lose even against the one. I could see, like, my HP was getting destroyed by that one. And then the other one comes in. I'm just like, yep. I think I even put down the controller in that, because I think, like, we did, like, a YOLO with Sonic thing or something. I don't know. I had to, like, pause the game anyway. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to lose anyway. I put down the controller, and I'm just like, yep, not going to win this one. Of course, at that point, I was like, I don't know, 2 hours and 45 minutes into the game. I was kind of tired. I was like, how am I going to get 12,000 gold by fighting like the same 5 generic enemies over and over again? Like I said, next time I play Xenoblade, we're just going to try to get that money by selling some stuff. Hopefully I have enough stuff to sell to get to that. I think I need like another 4,000 or 5,000 coins. And this is just to get to the next part of the story, which to me is just ridiculous. But anyways, it hasn't been that long since I've seen you all, but how you doing today? Well, Monday afternoon. Actually, I am off this week. Not much going on in Encore. We have some news that my dreaded arch-boss Irv might be back in the area. I almost feel like Vox from Has-Been, where I'm just like, oh, that fucker's back! Ah, damn it. Okay, I'm actually in some trouble here. Alright, speaking of Here Comes His Friends, there's going to be a lot of that today when we see all these, like, thugs kind of get in there. Alright. What do we got in here? Anything good? Ooh, tasty apple. Alright. More, right now. Yeah, welcome to July. Not much has changed. Feel remarkably similar to June, which was literally yesterday. Hey, oh, I do enjoy doing that. Say, I'm not doing that great right now. We'll see. I love how that flamethrower somehow, like, blows that ball that far. Like, I realize flames have a little force to them, but I mean, like, damn. It, like, throws that further than if I threw it. Or, like, if a person threw it with, like, all their might. And it's just, like, the residuals of, like, some flamethrower stuff. I burned him up nice. I was kind of hoping that would stay there. Okay. Speaking of fire. Ouch! Alright. I guess we're doing that. Favorite Disney princess and movie? Well, I'm glad we finally brought this topic up. Because, as you know, I love me some Disney princesses. You know, it's funny because I'm not a big Disney princess fan, as you might imagine. But one princess I do like, just because she's kind of unique, at least in her first movie. But this doesn't mean it's my favorite movie of Disney's. Is Elsa from Frozen. I'm not even being, like, facetious here. I like Elsa because she's, like, different than the other ones. I mean, I guess Ariel, too, is different. The other ones just come off as generic princesses to me. And Jasmine's okay, but, like, when I first saw Frozen, I really loved the movie, and I liked Elsa because she wasn't, like, your generic princess where she's, like, perfect at everything, and, you know, she has the whole ice power thing going on there. Favorite Disney movie? Oh, God, it might either be Aladdin or The Lion King. It'd probably Lion King, just because I've seen the thing so many damn times, even though I've also seen Aladdin a lot of times. I mean, you could really go with either one. I'm really into the 90s Disney stuff, but I do like some of the modern Disney stuff. I guess you put Toy Story 2 in there, too. I guess that's technically a Disney movie. I always think of that as Pixar, but if we're counting that as a Disney movie, it'd probably be Toy Story 2, because Toy Story 2 is, like, my favorite Pixar movie, and my favorite Toy Story movie. It's just a great movie. I mean, no princess or princesses to be found in that one. It doesn't need to be. Just a great story. It's my favorite one because it's, like, the only one where I feel like all the toys kind of got, like, their own story. Like, you know, Buzz... Like, Woody's obviously the star of it, but Buzz Lightyear had a huge part in it. The other toys had their extra roles. Like, every other Toy Story kind of feels like it's just, like, the Woody story with, like, maybe featuring Buzz. Or, like, you know, the fourth movie really didn't include any of the extra characters. But, like, I don't know. Toy Story 2 to me just had, like, everybody in it. Favorite kind of fruit. So not even favorite fruit, just favorite kind of fruit. I completely forgot to use my all-star move. I mean, I do love me some watermelon or... No, do I love... No, grapes. Grapes. Although that, again, my favorite kind of fruit may include a couple other things. Like, you got berries. The whole berry family is pretty great. Because you got strawberries, grapes, blueberries, raspberries. I don't know what other kind of fruits there are. I mean, there's oranges, I guess. I don't know what family they fall into. Because now we're getting into, like, subcategories within a category. I also got to watch my health here. Oh, nice dodge on that slide there. Got him! That was a nice little recovery. With a 101 hit combo, no less. That's pretty awesome itself. Hey, yo. Alright, let's rock that up. Turtle P was here. He'd be happy to know that this Pepsi is not flat. It's full of life, just like the month of July, which has just started. And again, it seems like just yesterday we were saying that about June. We're now going into the second half of 2024, and so far, from the first half, I can say, meh. No, I mean, 2024 has had some decent moments. It really has. Big milestones for me. Also, milestones in terms of like the Celtics winning the championship. Yes, Ken Penders. I mean, I don't know. I'm like, I really have no opinion on Ken Penders. Like, I don't love him. I don't hate him. I think it's kind of crazy that I feel like I don't know what Toaster thinks about him. Like, I feel like he hates him, but then he also buys his stuff. So it's kind of like, hey, if you like him, go ahead. I just not my cup of tea. But I'm also not going to go crazy on hating him. He's just there. He admittedly had some good ideas. I like some of his stories and characters in the old Sonic and Knuckles comics from Archie, but yeah, he kind of screwed up the whole thing. And, you know, he's kind of a weird dude, but again, I don't really go beyond that. And I'm a Sonic fan. Like, I am actually invested in the interest of the Sonic comic series and all that, and he had a big negative impact on it, but I'm not really going to get that up or down about it. I just think he's a weird dude who did what he did and, you know, went to, like, the nth extreme to it, but whatever. I mean, almost anybody could do that. Like, if I don't know, if I joined Marvel, you know, and I wrote, like, some X-Men comics for them, and I came up with some of my own characters that got used, I think legally Marvel owns those characters, like, hypothetically, I'm saying. Like, I think, like, yeah, you can take them to court and maybe get your characters back, but it's like, just what he did was just so, like, people just don't do that. Like, same with, like, Mario. Like, if there was a Mario comic, and somebody made up, like, I don't know, like a Princess Maria character or something, and then they're like, oh, I own this character. You can't use this character. It's like, well, when you sign on to do a deal for a comic for a licensed property, I think they do own the stuff you make, too. I only know that from taking, like, graphic design courses. And most companies that wanted, not that anybody wanted me as a graphic designer, but if I did sign on to be a graphic designer, they own my logos. That's just how it is. Now, I could go to court and maybe refute that, but if you make something for a company, they technically own it. That doesn't mean they can do anything with it, but it does mean, you know, you can't do what he did generally, unless you're really, you know, he must have found some loophole or had some really good lawyers, but, like, you generally just don't see that. Usually people who work for, like, a bigger comic company, and I'm not comparing Archie to Marvel, but I mean, like, you work for a company like that, you generally know going into it that, yeah, they're going to kind of own a lot of my work, whether it's the stories or the characters, but you do it for the prestige, you do it for the opportunity. Not Ken Penders. He just went off on his own and said, no, I own all these bizarre echidna characters that, yeah, they weren't property of Sega. That's true. And they were not exactly, like, mainstay characters, but they were still pretty good characters. Oh, no, I understand. You know, he won the case. I'm not saying, like, he did anything technically illegal. It's just kind of like you just don't do it. Like, you can do it. Like I said, I could do it. I could get a graphic design job, sell somebody my logo, and then go, nope, you know what? I own that logo again. I mean, I don't know how that would go, but Ken Penders was sleepy. Again, I don't know the whole story. I just know, like, Julie Sue and a bunch of characters. Like, Julie Sue's probably the only one I really liked, or maybe Enerjack. I don't know if he came up with Enerjack, but there were a few Knuckles characters I liked, but I know a lot of those were his creation. And I knew, like, almost all the, not all the characters, but, like, a lot of those other extra characters probably weren't Sega. Like, they were made up by the comic writers. I didn't really care. I don't even know who owns the Freedom Fighters. I know it's not Ken Penders, but I know it's not Sega either. Well, Sega might own the Freedom Fighters, but they didn't, like, invent them. Like, they didn't write those characters. Do tomatoes have net? That's a bizarre question. That had nothing to do with anything else. I don't know. Probably a little bit. He really was. I feel like it could have been handled differently. They could have handed it over to another writer, or maybe just had that other writer use those characters less. I have no idea. It's kind of in the past now. In fact, it's really in the past. I forget how long ago it happened, but gotta go. I do enjoy going frisbee throwing again. And so far, we've covered everything from Ken Penders to frisbee throwing to how much acid do tomatoes have. And we're only 15 minutes into the stream. Ah, damn it! I was really hoping he'd get hit by that explosive thing. Woo! Everybody's taking a piece of this action here. I'm trying to think, is there, like, anywhere else we could throw the frisbee? Like, I don't mind going to Harkness, but, like, is there, like, any other big area where we could throw the frisbee just to kind of get some diversity of location or something? Hell, if the mall stays the way it is, we could throw the frisbee around the mall. It's so empty in there. Holy crap, I just looked down, and I see, like, 5 straight things in the chat that are just rewards. They're not even, like, typed things. Alright, let's see what I can do here. YOLO, I'm Sonic. Sonic's an Abe speeds the game. Why are so many people redeeming the rewards? Man, I don't know. It's just that type of day. Alright, well, got a juice. Sonic, everybody. Alright, what else we got? Hydrate. I mean, I'm getting fucked. I mean, you guys are the ones spending your coinage. Alright. Try and do this in the order they're fired off. All working out now. For Easter 2024. Right after this.
Is the dog out there?
Oh, it's out. I'm Sheriff Woody. Howdy, 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 howdy. You know what's funny about the mall parking lot is you probably could use it. Yeah, I don't know how loud that is in the video, the "oh, it's out there," because in the original video, I actually kind of mumbled it. So I actually turned it up for the clip of the week one. Because in the actual video, I'm like, "oh, it's out there." But that one, I'm like, "oh, you're not going to be able to hear that in the stream." Did I already do the hydrate? I think I did. Oh, it's out there. But yeah, no, mall parking lot would actually be kind of funny. Because like 2/3 of the mall parking lot, if not 3/4, is uninhabited by people. So it's not like we'd be hitting any cars. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to go to those places. I don't mind going to Harkness either. Or we can go to Toby May, and then we got Michael's Dairy right there. Gotta practice for the Frisbee Regionals, you know? The big Frisbee competition. I don't want to lose to the opposing Frisbee team again, whoever they are. Ouch, I really did just get shot point blank like I was in New London. You didn't... Did I not? Okay, no, I honestly didn't know, because there was so much going on. I think I did, but I think it was while the clip was playing, so I'll do it again. I honestly didn't know. It wasn't a matter of me trying to sneak out, like... I think I was drinking while the clip was playing, so you didn't see me. That's fair. I know you guys will always keep me honest, you know, if I didn't hydrate when I'm supposed to, I appreciate that. I need to be called out on that, because that is how a company is run, and clearly this is a very high-end company I'm running here. I can't be hydrating on the job and then not doing what I say I'm going to do. You know, that's just not good for business, not good for you guys, not good for anybody. I just like how I look down and there's like 6 rewards in the queue. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where? I thought you guys typed like a really long paragraph, and then I'm just like, nope, nobody typed a thing. Ocean Beach, more like Ocean Bitch. Okay, I got that from Toaster. Copyright 2024 Toaster. Oh, so it can only happen at this time on Monday? Why is it only free on Monday? Like, I know that it costs to get in this time of year, but why would they even extend it for Monday? Monday being today, of course. Alright, well, I got some time. This week, anyway. Could also go to Fred's, not for Frisbee, but just... I do enjoy cruise night. What the hell's cruise night? I mean, the Chevy Cruise? Because I'll drive the Chevy Cruise. I do enjoy them going on a cruise for 2 hours. That's a very short cruise. The car show is called Cruise Night? Like, I know the car show. I always thought it was called, you know, Car Night or something. Or Cruise Control Night. I don't know. There's something besides that. I mean, I drive a Cruise, so I get that, but... if you don't drive a Chevy Cruise, you're not going to know what that is. Especially because they're on the water. I would literally assume it's a cruise ship or something. Damn it. Okay, I, like, completely forgot how to, like, dodge attacks. I think I'm dead. No, I'm not. But I pretty much had to waste my last special to get there. Shit. Damn it! Ah! Punch you in the face. They really do it with that 2017 dog. Damn, that's a 7-year-old dog now. I don't know what year we went. It wasn't 2017. I think we went in 2020. Or maybe 2021. God, all these years start to blend together. It's a good thing I put dates on my videos. Because, like, 2020 to, like, 2023 almost feel the same, with the obvious exception that 2020 had the COVID mandate, so we were wearing masks for some of that. But, like, 2021, if you show me a video from 2021 compared to, like, 2023, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I mean, like, yeah, I guess we would be a little older, but... like, even this year, like, this year compared to 2022, what's the difference? Go. Like, I mean, granted, I didn't have my Chevy Cruise till 23. Well, 2022, I got it a couple years ago. Slowly improving my life, bit by bit. Hoping to get things all back on track. hopefully soon, and then by the end of this year, really be in a good position. But we'll see. I feel like every year I've been saying it's going to be my year from like 2015 on. Like, you know, it's just always something that sets me back. So we'll see where things go this year. Still got half a year to go, just about. Still streaming, still going strong for the most part. Getting up there. I'm in my upper 30s now. Turned 35 last year, and now I'm 36. Here I go. I'm gonna say, see, that's kind of an example of going backwards. That's where it's like, okay, I'm making some progress. Now let's go back 10 years, like, because that is the last time I made a movie was 10 years ago, 2014. Which even that feels like a completely different world. Like 2013, 14, 15 was like a real transition period for me. Like, I mean, really, I didn't even see the full results of that until like 2021 when I got this new job. Like, it was a long time between, not that I'm even an adult now, but like, making that next step to adulthood probably took me a good 4 or 5 more years than it really should have. And even now, it's like, okay, what are we waiting for now? I'm 35. I'm not 25, you know? I'm 35. Can't even say I'm 30. Like, when I turned 30, that felt like it was going to be a big revolution. And then for the first couple of years of my 30s, it kind of felt like more of the same. But finally, I say, we are sort of getting to where we need to be. By which I mean me. I'm not, you know, hopefully you're all doing well as well, but it's been a up and down affair for me, and this year has not seen, you know, I've seen a couple setbacks too, but that's life, you know, not always going to go well. Last year was probably the best year I've had since, like, probably 2018 or so. I mean, it was a Hall of Fame year for me. Of course, that is in no small part thanks to the fact that I went to Mall of America, which has been a long-time dream of mine, so that was nice. That does not give me a more stable lifestyle, don't get me wrong, but it was nice to at least check that off. And that's another thing that kind of, like, you know, saw the end of an era with the mall tour and stuff, but, you know, it is what it is. You're not going to do the same stuff when you're 35 as when you were 25, and I'll probably, well, we'll see, but probably won't be doing the same stuff when I'm 45. I say probably because I don't want to guarantee anything. You know, that's a scary thought, but at the same time, I never thought I'd be saying I'm 35. More right now. For the most part, I'm fine. Well, that's all you can ask for, you know? It's always going to be stuff that can be improved on, and that's not, you know, there's got to be a balance between, like, okay, I'm doing well now, but, like, what's my next move? You know, you don't want to be in panic mode, but you also don't want to be too content. You know, sometimes it can be easy to get a little complacent or a little too panicked, you know. The truth is usually somewhere in between, you know. You think you're not doing that well, maybe you just have a couple issues you just got to work out. I don't know. That's what I've learned anyway. I've overreacted, I've underreacted where I don't do anything, and then that comes back to bite me. So, I mean, I've done it all. I've been like, I'm fine, I got plenty of time, and maybe I didn't. And then other times, maybe I should have slowed down a little bit. It takes a long time, and I'm not exactly the master of having it figured out. I can only tell people what not to do, because I've made a lot of mistakes in my 30s here. Like, still not out of my 30s, I'm 35, but I'm saying, like, in my early 20s, forget about it, I was awful. I was an awful student, I'll just say it here. I was, you know, decent in some other areas, but yeah, no, I definitely am glad, you know, 2011 me, which I know people think it's funny with the videos and the society sucks. I was not a good place for me. I'm sorry. Like, I get it was funny for everybody else. I get it. It was entertaining. I'm not saying I didn't get any entertainment out of it, but, like, those days, like, you know, the Spurs video and, like, all that stuff, like, yeah, it's funny to watch, but you really go back and watch some of that stuff, that is a disturbed person. That is not a happy, friendly, getting along with everybody type of person. That was me. Not that I hated anybody per se, but, like, I just was very upset with things, and it took me a long time to really get past that. And, hell, some things I'm still getting past, but so that was not a great time of my life, even though, yeah, we had some fun, there were some good videos and things, and that's the forever takeaway. Like, you know, the look back is, hey, you know, you always had these videos. That doesn't mean I want to make more of them. That's where I draw the line. Like, yes, the videos are souvenirs that will last a lifetime. That doesn't mean they have to keep being made for a lifetime. You know, I mean, that doesn't mean I suddenly hate video. I still love making video. It's been part of my life since I was a kid, literally. So that part is fine. It's not unhealthy to make videos. It's unhealthy to get in front of a camera and keep going, society sucks, and here's why. Like, no, that to me was just really annoying. Like, now. Like, at the time, yeah, I thought it was funny. I thought I was really making some great points, but I watch it now, and it's like, okay, I can laugh at it, but that doesn't mean I want to do it again. Yeah, no, I get that. Trust me, I do get that. And part of the reason I don't also is, besides all that, is just I don't have the time anymore. You know, I used to have, even with 1 or 2 jobs. I had, a part-time job at Staples. I was going to college. You know, Toaster had things too, and so did our friends. So, I mean, it was even tough getting people then. You know, now I've got a full-time job, and I've got friends who also have different jobs and different things going on. It's just more variables. Not saying it can't be done, but, I'm realistic. Oh, jeez, what the hell is this guy? Hey, I mean, I'm not against it. If anybody wants to come up with something, I've been saying this for years now. If anybody wants to come up with something, I'm here, generally. I'm just my days of being CEO of Buy Productions. Unless it's like, to film like a holiday video or something, I'm kind of done doing that stuff. The holidays are going to happen anyway, so it's easy for me to get into that and just film those. Yeah, hey, I am all for the Crystal Mall videos. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be as much fun as you think, because I feel like we're just going to get really depressed by, like, the 3rd one. I think it's going to be like, hey, there's nothing here, and then the next week, hey, there's still nothing here. It'll be funny for, like, a month, and then we're going to be like, why are we doing this? This is terrible. But, yeah, it'll be something. It'll be something. See, I don't like to remember sad things. I like to remember the Crystal Mall how it was. That's why I like the old videos where, it was crowded and people were laughing and having fun, and there were, like, a whole bunch of stores in there. Even if I didn't go to them, there were a whole bunch of stores that I could have gone to. Now it's like, this is all there is. Yeah, I find that sad. And it's not like, I keep thinking maybe, like, the mall video, like, I don't know, it's going to happen. Like, the owners of the mall are going to watch the videos and be like, oh, look at this sadness we've created. It's not a Disney movie. It's not like, a happy ending where it's like, oh, we need to really turn this place around. Like, that would be inspirational. Like, if we started making these videos this year, and then, like, in a couple years, the mall came back, that would be inspirational. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry to say. Like, they're not going to watch the videos and be like, oh, we've ruined this mall. We need to bring it back. Like, no, they're not going to do that, unfortunately. No, yeah, I agree with that idea to do it in different periods. What will be really interesting to see, obviously, is going to be Christmas time, like November, December. Like, are they going to even have, like, a Santa? Are they going to have, like, any kind of Christmas lighting? Because I feel like, what's the point? Like, and that's me saying that as a big Christmas fan. Like, if they only have, like, 5 stores left in the mall, why bring in Santa? Why bring in all the stuff that probably costs a lot of money to set up? I mean, I would love it, but will they do it? That, to me, is going to be very telling. Because if they don't set up the Christmas stuff this year, that tells me they're not coming back for 2025. That's what I think. Like, but they might do something. I mean, even when the mall wasn't doing that well, they put up Christmas stuff. But even then, they had JCPenney's. They had something. Now they don't even have pennies. This will be the first Christmas without pennies at the Crystal Mall since it's been open. This will be the first holiday without any anchor store. Like, I can remember when Macy's closed in, like, 2021. That was weird. Yeah, Spirit Halloween will be there for... Again, that'll be another sign. I would not be surprised if there's no Spirit Halloween in the mall this year and they open one at, like, AC Moore or something, or, like, somewhere in New London. I've seen them do that before. I'm expecting that there'll be a Spirit Halloween in the mall, but I would not be surprised if there's not one. Like, I have not seen any devotion from mall management or anybody that they want to really bring in any excitement or any hope. Like, it's been the opposite. It's like, bringing in a Spirit Halloween might actually bring people into the mall, and they don't want that. They literally do not want that. They don't want to bring people into the mall. So yeah, there'll be a Spirit Halloween in the Waterford area. I just don't know that it'll be there. I hope it is. I always love going to the mall, like, during September, October, and like, oh, there's a Spirit Halloween. Let me see what they have. Any store. Give me anything at this point. Like, I don't even care. Like, I'm not even somebody who cooks a lot, but give me a kitchen store. Like, give me something. I'm just telling you what I've seen, and what I've seen is not an ownership that wants to bring them all back. They're content to just let whatever stores are left die, and then once they're dead, just rip it down. That's what I see. I hope I'm wrong. But what really kind of turned me on them was last year with the food court. Literally the last week of 2023, like, 7 restaurants closed. Like, they were just like, nope, we're done. Taco Bell, gone. Pizza Hut, gone. Subway, gone. And I don't mean gone like they put the gates up. I mean, they tore down the counter. They tore down the logo. They tore down every damn piece of that food court. I don't even know why the Chinese restaurant and the Japanese restaurant's still there. I really don't. I don't know what deal they made, but that to me was the biggest sign that, like, okay, they literally do not give a shit. Like, they will let everything close in that mall before they even they would rather let everything close in that mall. Somebody could offer to go in that mall for free or give them a ton of money, and they'd go, no thanks, we're content to let it die. That's how bad they are at their jobs. Pretty much. Yeah, they'll stay until well, they might not have a choice, because I feel like a lot of these places are being forced out, to be perfectly honest. Same goes for ATV. Oh, Toy Vault? Yeah, to me, Toy Vault, basically pick any of those 5 stores on that side of the mall. Toy Vault, Spencer's, Hot Topic, FYE. If any of those go out, we're done. Which I think we're pretty close to being done now, but I always kept my faith because JCPenney's was there, because that side of the mall was there. Penny's is gone, anything can go. That to me was kind of the sign that anything can go. So I think, you know, I guess I still have to hold on to that faith that if FYE stays, maybe, but if Penny's can go, they can all go. That's, to me, was the mall ownership saying, yeah, we're done. Don't get your hopes up. We're not bringing in anything. We're taking out whatever we can, but we're not bringing in anything. So, I mean, and I like FYE. I don't know if I love it, but it's been a mainstay. They still have the TVs up from, like, the 90s. Like, the stuff that's left in the mall, ironically, is either modern looking or, like, really old looking, because it's left over from, like, the 90s version of the mall. Like, yeah, sorry, I got off on a tangent there. Well, if you only want to do it sometime soon. I mean, I could do it sometime soon. I'm off pretty much all this week, except, I guess, 4th of July. I probably have to do something with the family. I mean, I'm not really excited to film these videos, to be perfectly honest with you. What's up, Scarecrow? Like, I mean, I'll do it, but I don't like it. Like, I love filming mall videos, but it's like, all right, let's look at how dead this thing is. Like, remember when this used to be really cool? Not anymore. Like I said, they'll be entertaining the first video or 2. They will be entertaining. By, like, the 4th one, where we're looking at, like, the junk store go out of business, and we're looking at, like, one empty park bench, and going, what now? Ah, yes, the Fright Fest. Which is a good idea, don't get me wrong. But I feel like that's another one of those ideas that we say and never do. You doing a new film? Not really, maybe. Sort of a documentary in tandem with Toaster and Rem. No, I'm not saying you don't want to, and I would like to do that. I would also like to do the holiday lights. I would also like to do a lot of stuff. Hopefully we can do some of it. I like your ambition, Rem, I do. I wish I had more ambitious friends in my life. Not that I don't, but, you know, I get it, because, you know, most friends my age, and I know you're a little younger, but most friends my age have to work and do stuff, and, yeah. I mean, I do too. Even on days where I'm available, I'm like, ah, man, I'm kind of tired. I could just do it tomorrow. But then tomorrow never comes. That'd be a good name for a movie. Tomorrow never comes. What's going on, Scarecrow? This is the kind of game I could play and just, like, talk at the same time. Like, I don't even know what I'm talking about, but I can just talk and play and have a good old time while I'm talking about economic recession and our mall dying. Today is, yes, you're right. Yes, you are absolutely right. I was talking about today yesterday and saying that tomorrow will be a good day. And so far, I've been proven right. Yes, beans. I don't know why that's like the 4th time you said beans in the stream. But yes, beans. You must really like beans or they're having a sale on them. No, I don't either. That's why I'm kind of like, I had the idea to film the mall videos too. And then I'm like, do I really want to remember this? Because, like, I like to remember happy things. Like, I like to remember, like, new things going up. I like to remember the Mall of America trip. I like to remember holidays and birthdays. Like, I don't like to remember, hey, here's 2 stores left in the mall. Like I said, the only way I would really enjoy it is if the mall bounced back. If the mall bounced back, then it would be kind of cool to see how it went from nothing to something, but I just don't see it bouncing back. Like, that would be legitimately cool to be like, hey, this mall had, like, 1 store left and it came back. Like, that really doesn't happen. Like, at any mall. Forget about our mall. Heinz. That's a ketchup brand. I don't know what Means is. Well, I shouldn't just say ketchup. They make a lot of things. A lot of different condiments. Hey, what's going on, Randy? How you doing? I gotta think of some adjectives for you, man. You're pretty awesome yourself. Nice! Obliterated. All right, all right. What's happening? What's happening is we're playing a little Streets of Rage 4 tonight. Getting our SOR 4 on. A little survival mode. Talking a little Crystal Mall. Randy's somebody who used to go to the Crystal Mall. Might still sometimes. Not sure how many more opportunities you'll have. Bobby's mad about that. I mean, aren't you too? Like, I feel like the only reason we're making these videos, I mean, unless you're just making them to be funny, is because there's some anger. Like, to me, I would make these videos as a protest. I'd be like, hey, mall ownership, like, this is what you're doing. This is what the mall used to look like, and I would show pictures and videos of what it used to look like, because I've got plenty of them. And I'd say, this is what you're doing now. Like, seriously, like, that's why I would make them. I'd be like, you assholes have basically taken this mall that used to be, like, a really cool place for a lot of people in this area, which is not a big area, by the way. It's not like we have, like, Las Vegas right around the corner. Like, we got nothing. And this used to be a huge, like, really successful area for that. And you're basically just saying, screw you, and, like, you should sell the mall or just get the fuck out. Like, that's honestly what I would say. So that's why I'm not, like, really entertained by this. I'm really not. Am I going to buy this? I really am not. I'm going to say it's either going to be angry or it's going to be funny. Or both. Because I don't like melancholy generally. What's the two shops? They're not even shops. So we're talking about in the food court, there's like two restaurants. Japanese and a Chinese restaurant. Not even like big name ones. And, I mean, there's more than two stores. There's maybe 10, 15, maybe even 20 stores. But they're going fast. And it's like, they're not replacing them with anything. There's not even, like, signs that say for lease in any of the empty storefronts. Which I will also point out in those videos, by the way. Like, I don't even necessarily want to be in the video. I just want to have my voice in the video. Because I will be the one to say, hey, mall ownership, you got to step your fucking shit up. Because I'm not dealing with this. Most malls are dying, but there's a difference between something dying and just willfully giving up on it. Like, if I've got a plant outside, and it's starting to wilt, and I don't water it for, like, weeks at a time, and it dies, that's on me. You know, if I water it, and, like, the bugs get to it or whatever, and it just doesn't live, okay, but no, I don't buy that. I've been to plenty of malls in this area. They're not all doing great, but at least they're effing trying. Just give me an effort. Give me an effing effort. See, now I'm using all this energy. I'm not using it on the actual mall video. But yeah, give me an effort. Show me you're trying. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but show me you're trying, and they are not. And that pisses me off. This is the only mall. Yes, you're very right about that. Danbury Fair, although I haven't been there in a few years, but that was a great mall when I went to it. West Farms, well, West Farms is like kind of a rich person's mall, as I call it, but not discounting that, but, yeah, I feel like malls like that are kind of, they benefit from being in certain areas. Pizza Hut and KFC, it's just local stuff now. Yeah, we never had a Pizza Hut, but we did have a, well, no, we never had a KFC. We did have a Pizza Hut that I was quite proud of at one point. Used to go there almost every weekend at one time. And that wasn't even that long ago. I'm not sitting here going like 20 years ago we had like a Pizza Hut. No, we had a Pizza Hut like last year, and I used to go to it all the time. Well, I mean, if we want to get more specific, yeah, years ago they had what was it, Jester's Game Land in the arcade. Well, that was the arcade outside the food court. Oh, Trumbull Mall. Trumbull Mall is very nice. Yeah, like I said, there are nice malls in this area. Like, it's not impossible. I get malls aren't as popular as they were in the 80s and 90s or even 2000s, but, like, that's no excuse for what the Crystal Mall's doing. At all. And I'm not, you know, even though I love the Crystal Mall, I'm not naive. I realize it's not the greatest mall there ever was, but, I mean, it used to have a lot more punch than this. It's just really sad to see. Penny arcades? I've not seen those. Nothing costs a penny in this area. Everything's like a quarter and up. Damn it. The things surrounding the boss are harder than the boss itself. There we go. Yup, used to be Sparrows. I mean, you can name any store. I can tell you what used to be there and what used to be there before that. Like, I used to know the entire mall layout, like, back and forth. Alright, we got a lot of questions here. Used to be the place to hang. Absolutely. You dropped the coin at the top. Oh, actually, I think I do remember those. I don't remember, like, what the prize was, if anything, but I think I know what you're talking about. KB Toys, yep. KB Toys, which then became Zoomies, which now I think is nothing. Maybe Zoomies is still there. I don't know. Although it took a long time for KB Toys to even turn into Zoomies. There was briefly a Toys R Us in the spot where CVS was. It's usually just more coins. Oh, that's fine. Alright. This whole thing has just turned into, like, why I'm so angry about the Crystal Mall, and I didn't mean for that. I used to go like almost every week with my mom, like until I was like maybe like 13 or so. Like, I don't know, it'd be like Friday night, just got out of school for the week. She'd be like, hey, you want to go to the mall? I'd be like, yeah, you know, it used to be open until like 9 o'clock. I'd go at like 6 or 7, spend a couple hours there, go to GameStop, go to all those little stores. It was great. Sometimes I'd buy a game there. You know, when I had my Dreamcast, I'd shop for Dreamcast games back in the mall. Go to Burger King. Go to Burger King and freaking read my oversized game manual about Wario Land or whatever game I bought for Dreamcast or GameCube. Suncoast, yep, Suncoast Video, which then became where FYE is. There was a second music store way back, down on the other side of the mall where Filene's used to be, which is really dating me now, how old I am. Yeah, I almost don't want to think about it. Brookstone was another great store in that area. On that side of the mall. Like, the mall used to be so big you could actually, like, well, you wouldn't get lost in it, but, like, you know, you have to, like, think about where you're going. Now it's just like, there's only 5 stores. I can't get lost. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I don't disagree with that. I love when it says that. It's going to suspend my application. Like, for what? Borders. It's funny you mentioned Borders, which I assume you mean the Borders bookstore. There was one... I don't know if they went out as a chain, but there used to be a Walden Books in our mall that became a Borders, that became, like, Books A Million after it moved out of the mall. It was in the mall, then it moved out of the mall and became its own store, and then that Borders became a Books A Million. So I don't know if they got bought out or what, but we did have a Borders in our mall at one time, which also, I forget, that was fun too. I mean, there used to be so much diversity, and I wasn't even a big book person, but, like, you know, I would go there, read books, had GameStop, you had Sears, Penny's. Well, I mean, you could still go to quote-unquote Borders because, what do you call it? Books A Million just took it over. Like, to me, there's not much of a difference. I know there's a difference, but it's not like like, it's still a bookstore that sells, you know, TV stuff and things like that, like a Barnes & Noble type of place. So, yeah, that one I miss a little bit less, only because you can still go to it. It's just not called Borders anymore. I miss when it was in the mall and when it was Walden's, because I feel like Walden's was a pretty big store. Like, there used to be big stores in that mall. Not big in terms of popularity, but big in terms of size. Like, you could go really deep in that store and find, like, comic books and kids' books. That's where I got my old, like, Pokemon guidebook. Back when there were only 150 Pokemon. I have no idea how I'm still, like, even in this game right now. Oh! Damn it. Oh, shit. Got it!
Where's that damn fourth Chaos
I don't know how I
Emerald?
made it through that, I'm not gonna lie. I should not have made it through that at all. Barnes & Noble is not BAM? I didn't know that. There's a Barnes & Noble in the Buckland Hills Mall, and a couple other malls have one. Which, yeah, I will admit, now that you said that, they do kind of remind me more of Borders than Books A Million does. I mean, I don't know. They're all bookstores to me. Nothing wrong with either one. Shadow. Ooh, that's a good call, actually. I don't know. If he does, it'll be probably like a one-off thing. Like, something will happen. It'll just be like, damn. Like, I hope they don't overdo it. Like, I wouldn't mind if they had one, but I'm also not going to be devastated if they don't. Given the surprising amount of knowledge that the writers actually seem to have about Sonic lore, just based on what I've seen of the Knuckles series, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say he says damn, but it's just once. Like, it's just like, damn. But, like, it's not going to be, like, overdone. It's not going to be, like, damn, fourth Chaos Emerald. Like, I hope not. But I would not be shocked, and also wouldn't care if he said it once. Like, whatever it's in reference to. I wouldn't care if it's like, oh, damn it, or something. Like, just really quick. But I only say that because the people making the movies actually seem to know their stuff, and that's something that I could see them kind of weaving in there as, like, a little nod to the fans. But again, I'm not really going to be devastated if they don't. No, he didn't swear in SA2. But then again, like I said, they've referenced things I did not expect them to reference. And again, I'm trying not to spoil the Knuckles series, but... Again, I'm not going to really care if he does or not. I think it's likely only because they're marketing this movie partially, I mean, mostly to kids, but also to people who have played, like, a lot of the old games. So I feel like just for those adults, they might have him say it just as a little chuckle. If they don't, I'm not really going to care. I just hope they don't overdo it. That's my only thing. If they give him one, give him one. But don't give him, like, 20. Don't have him, like, every scene being like, oh, damn it, Sonic stole my ice cream or whatever. Oh, well, then I shouldn't say anything. But yeah, just know that if you are a Sonic fan, at least the second movie and everything that's come after the second movie has actually surprised me and how much lore they actually know about the games. Whether, I mean, all you gotta do is Google it, but still, how many video game movies have come out where it was clear the people making it didn't really know the source material, and at least they bothered to do the research. I'm not saying they're experts, but at least they bothered to get some information about Sonic and Tails and Robotnik and Knuckles. Like, you can tell they at least kind of know what they're doing. They also kind of tone it down a little bit to make it more kid-friendly. I get that. Not that the games were ever not kid-friendly, but you know what I mean. Like, that's what has me curious about how the whole Maria thing's going to go. If they, I assume they're going to reenact that. But, no, they're really good movies. The first movie, to me, it's a good movie. It's not a great Sonic movie. The second movie is a great Sonic movie. Yeah, then the third movie will be for you. Although the second movie has a few Sonic Adventure references, but... The first movie, to me, is a good movie. Like I said, it's a good movie. It's funny. You can follow it. You know, it's entertaining. But you could replace Sonic in the first movie with almost any other, you know, popular cartoon character, and it would probably feel about the same. You know, and Jim Carrey is really good as Robotnik. But again, you could call Jim Carrey, you know, Mr. Robo Guy, and it would probably be the same thing. It's not until the second movie I feel like it feels more like a Sonic movie. If that makes sense. And it still feels like a Sonic movie in the first one. It just, it kind of shoehorns the Sonic stuff in the first movie. Like, there is Sonic stuff in there, like, there's reference to rings and stuff, but, like, it doesn't feel like it belongs there. In the second movie, they definitely lean into the Sonic lore a lot more, and that's why I prefer the second movie. It might not be as funny as the first movie. I think the first movie was meant more to be a family comedy. The second movie is like a comedy adventure more of. But I love the second movie, and I'm very excited about the third movie and how they've already said it's going to be more like SA2, so a more dark tone, I guess, for Sonic, which is not that dark. Yeah, I be honest with you, I played the first Riders game, and that was about it. I remember actually liking it more than I thought I was going to. That's the one thing I remember about playing Sonic Riders on GameCube, the first one. I remember being like, you know what? This game's actually pretty decent. I didn't really know what to expect about it. And then after that, every other Riders game was crap, but... I'm not saying I loved Riders, but it was much better than, like, Sonic R or something. Like, it was at least playable. I do enjoy Colors and Generations. Colors and Generations are weird. Because when I go back to them now, I agree with you. I'm like, you know, it kind of feels a little generic or whatever. When those games came out, this was, like, right after Sonic 06, Sonic Unleashed, which I like Sonic Unleashed, but... I'll also tell you it's not like a Sonic game. It's almost like how the first Sonic movie's not a Sonic movie, but it's still a good movie. Like, Sonic Unleashed doesn't feel as much like a Sonic game, but it's still a fun game to play. So to me, Sonic Colors almost felt like that kind of like modernization of the Genesis style, where it's these really colorful worlds and, you know, cool, catchy techno music. And obviously Generations was like a reimagining of old stages, so it was a really fun time. But now that I look back at it, yeah, they do feel a little bit generic. Oh, the stories are definitely shit. And that was my biggest letdown even then. Although, in response to the stories being shit, for Sonic Colors, I actually thought, I kind of thought it was clever. Damage dealt, minus 90%, as long as the combo, alright. What was I saying? In terms of Sonic Colors, I actually thought it was an interesting modernization, and I'm going to sound like such a Sonic scholar now. I thought it was a modernization of the old Sonic games, where Robotnik would kidnap animals and keep them in capsules to build his Death Egg. Like, I thought it was like, you know, instead of that, he builds an amusement park using aliens. Like, I actually thought that was kind of nice. Like, it wasn't a great story. It didn't need to be. It reminded me of, like, Sonic 1 and 2, where it's like, all right, Robotnik's kidnapped these animals, go rescue them. Except this time he kidnapped some aliens, go rescue them. Like, they could have just done that. And instead they put kind of a twist on it, and I kind of like that. And it's also one of the few Sonic games in the last 10 years, even still, to have all original levels. Like, every level in Sonic Colors is an original idea. The, Twilight, what's it called? Starlight Carnival, Tropical Resort, Aquatic Park. Like, those were all really cool levels that fit in with the classic levels, except in 3D. Like, I thought those were really good levels. I really did. I was actually very impressed with how that game came out. Like, yeah, nowadays I can look at it and see what people mean when they say they don't like the vibes. I get it. I still like them, but I can get why some people wouldn't. Oh, see, I actually didn't like Riders 2. Favorite carnival ride? That's a bizarre question. I guess it depends. Like, I like roller coasters if they're done right. I don't like the really crazy roller coasters where you're, like, hanging upside down and they're, like, going off 200-foot drops. But, like, I like a good old-fashioned, like, give me Boulder Dash at freaking Lake Compounds. And that's not a slouch roller coaster. That thing goes pretty fast. But give me, like, a decent roller coaster with, you know, your big drop and your, you know, couple of loops or whatever. Nothing crazy. But, I mean, if we're going, like, just general, I mean, you can't really go wrong with the carousel or, like, I don't know. I don't even know if I like the pirate ship that much, but feels like it. It does, yeah, you're right about that. Which, for some reason, and I mean, I've seen this brought up before, like, Mario can try all these different things. Like, he can go on these intergalactic adventures or, you know, have an RPG about any crazy thing, and everybody's okay with it. But if Sonic goes on some bizarre, out-of-place adventure, it's like, oh, this has nothing to do with Sonic. Like, I'm not saying you're saying that, but, like, a lot of critics are like, oh, this isn't Sonic. Sonic's supposed to fight Robotnik and go through loop-de-loops and collect rings. It's like, well, Mario's supposed to fight Bowser and collect coins, but for some reason we don't mind him playing golf and playing Mario Party and doing the RPG games. Like, how come that's okay? Like, every mascot has spin-offs. Like, Riders was just like a futuristic racing spin-off. Like, that's all it was. And but you're right. Yeah, it has nothing to do with Sonic in the lore sense of it. It's, you know, some of the characters you recognize, but oh yeah, no, it absolutely could be. But I'm not even talking about Sonic Riders. I guess in this case, I'm talking about games like Sonic Brotherhood or other attempts that they've made to do other things with Sonic, and like the critics are like, "This isn't Sonic. Sonic's supposed to collect rings." Blah 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 blah. It's like, get over yourselves. Like, Sega cannot win with critics. If they make the games too similar to the old ones, it's like, oh, they played it safe. If they change it too much, it's like, oh, I want my classic Sonic. I want Green Hill Zone and whatever. So, I mean, I don't even blame Sega at this point for how many iterations of Sonic they've had to cycle through. Yeah, I get the storybook games were not my cup of tea either. I would have actually liked the storybook games to be good, so I could have at least said, hey, at least there's a good game. But it's not a good game either. Brotherhood's okay. That's not necessarily the hill I'm willing to die on. Actually, Sonic Battle is probably one of my favorite Sonic games that strays from the general gameplay formula, that has a pretty good story, and, I mean, the controls aren't amazing. It's on Game Boy Advance, but that's a decent game. I would like to see a proper, like, Sonic RPG one day, because I think Brotherhood was a little too out there, as much as I just said I don't want that, or I don't mind that. It was a little too out there. But if they made, like, a more, like, what's it called? Even like Murderer Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, just that kind of writing, but with an RPG. That could be funny. That could be, like, a good game. I'm not saying it'd be a masterpiece, but that could be a good time. It's like Mario can do all these different things and nobody cares, but if Sonic does, like, one thing, goes off the beaten path, it becomes, like, a meme for 20 years. Hey, remember that time, like, Sonic, like, did this weird thing? Hey, remember the time, like, Mario, like, did some weird stuff? Like, hey-o. More, right now. Alright, not even an hour in, and I'm getting heated. I don't even know about what. It's not the worst thing, though. That means I'm talking about stuff that is important to me. Of course, that said, Sega does not have the best track record when they change the gameplay, like Sonic Adventure with the fishing game with Big the Cat. So I can understand at some point why people would be like, we don't want this different gameplay. Like, it's not the different gameplay. That's what Sega needs to understand. It's not that we don't want different gameplay. We want it to be good. Like, I didn't mind the shooting stages in SA2. Maybe I'm alone in that. But, like, I didn't mind the alternate gameplay styles in SA2. I didn't like every single part of SA1. I mean, mostly that applies to Big the Cat, but there were even some other parts where I'm like, okay. Like, but at least I give them credit for having the ambition to make all the different campaigns. Sonic Chaos on Game Gear, that game was okay. I mean, that is not even, like, close to the worst offender if we're trying to talk about, like, badly made Sonic games. I mean, it's not great, but I don't know. I actually find all the Sonic Game Gear games inoffensive. Like, probably like 7 out of 10 games. Like, I'm not going to, like, really go back to them. As a kid, I loved them because I just wanted all the Sonic I could get. Like, oh, I got a Game Gear. I'm going to buy all these Game Gear games. Is that new? Holy crap, Bex is up late. What's going on, Bex? Yeah, so this is Crazy Taxi. I got the 2026 beta on that. And what this is we actually got out of the cab. And in order to get to your cab, you have to beat up all these people in yellow jackets. And apparently the game has to freeze while you do it. Like I said, this is a beta from Sega, so this is not running at full power. But they assure me the final version will not have Poppin' in it. You know how that goes. So yeah, right now I'm playing as the new character, Cherry Jones. Actually, that's her real name. No, I'm just playing a beta version of Crazy Taxi. They really went nuts with some of these extras, though. I don't know what this has to do with Crazy Taxi at all. Yeah, they have hammers you can use now. You can use a hammer to break your taxi if you don't like your taxi. That's how you rebuild it. Dr. Jones. Cherry. Her name is Cherry. Funny thing is, I tried to make up a name for this character, and I just made up her name. I'm like, oh, yeah, her name is Cherry. Oh, wait, it really is. So, yeah, we got a few days until 4th of July. 4th of July poll is already up on my Twitter page. With a whopping 1 vote right now, we have a winner going, well, we'll see what tomorrow has to say. I do enjoy Cherry Seinfeld. How do I keep missing? Because her attack is mainly to just slide forward on the guitar, and I keep missing. I mean, actually, it's funny you mention this, because Sega is planning to make a new Streets of Rage game as part of their, you know, Bring Back Sega initiative or whatever. Which, I mean, I don't know how much of that's going to be based on the Streets of Rage 4 they were going to make for Dreamcast, but it's been a long time coming since the actual in-house Sega made a new Streets of Rage game, because this, believe it or not, is not Sega. Sega gave them the permission to use this license. Sherry. Hey, yo. Oh, watch out. I do enjoy that lightning bolt, just stopping that attack. Half the time the obstacles stop them before I'd even have a chance. Woo! Watch out, watch out. Got it. Whoa, watch out. Oh, my God, what am I doing? Alright. What's going on, Bex? Thanks for joining the stream. Little Streets of Rage style here to get us kicked off in July. Okay, I guess that's happening now. Shit. It really is bedtime there. Oh, I'm doing pretty well. The first of a few days off I got here. Playing this game because I don't know. I find it strangely relaxing, even though it consists of literally beating the crap out of everybody. God damn it, who just walks around breathing fire, I asked. Like, that seems like such a bizarre hobby. Hey, yo, nice shot. Ouch. Oh, shit, I'm almost dead. I usually wouldn't do this, but... Oh, shit, I'm dead! Damn, that sucks. I did not make it far in that at all. I'm almost dead. Now I'm dead. I don't think Bex has seen the statue, at least not in person. Well, not that this is in person, but this is the Sonic Adventure statue that I can't find the button for now. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's glowy. I can make it glow faster. You're getting very sleepy. Or slower. You're still getting very sleepy. Or I can just turn it off because 90% of the time I'm not going to use it anyway. It feels like I'm there. Yeah, this is pretty cool. This was the pose that he was in on the Dreamcast cover. As us Sonic fan nerds would know. Oh, I can change the color of their clothes? I actually never knew that. How have I been playing this game that long and I never knew that I could change the color?
These guns are ready.
Okay, whatever he said. Imagine this guy in Crazy Taxi. Wouldn't even fit in the taxi. The taxi seems a little OP. I feel like this would be like Dwayne The Rock Johnson as like Jax. If they made like a Mortal Kombat movie with The Rock in it, he'd play Jax, and Jax would look like this. Even though this doesn't look like Jax, but they would just overdo it. Like, give him 2 big robotic arms and make him really beefy. Oh yeah, and he's also played by Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You would think it's this guy you would never lose because his attacks are so broken, but I actually don't get very far as him. It's kind of like Ridley from Smash Brothers, where it's like, he could throw people around the ring kind of like this, but I lose him all the time. Because he can be easily outnumbered. He's not very fast, as we can see. Like, he has to still walk up to them. He can be swarmed pretty easily. Even with just a few characters on screen. How do I know this? Because I played this game way too many times, and I just know everybody's strengths and weaknesses. His strength is that his attacks look cool. His weakness is more than 2 enemies are too many. Which in a brawler game is not a good sign. Not the best thing, I'm not gonna lie. Not thrilled about that. I do like when they bring these classic, like, Streets of Rage 2 areas back, even if it's just a reference. Even the song sounds the same, though. As far as heavy characters go, I think Max is a better choice, who they added in the last DLC. He's just like a big wrestler guy who can kind of fling himself around the ring and got a little more speed. Still not super fast, but... I mean, I like Floyd, which is who I'm playing as now. More right now. What'd you do today, Bex? Oh, I got a giant fish! What'd you do today, Bex? I saw you posted a new Life is Strange episode. Wow, that was such a waste of that attack. Holy crap, wow! Just wasted like half my health to do that. Jeez, I could have just had the enemies hit me for that much. Wow. See what I mean? Like, even with this guy here, I'm just like wasting all of his health on nonsense. That was completely self-inflicted. Jesus, I almost did it again. Poison fish. Ouch, why would I ever hit that? And yet I did. Why isn't he grabbing it? There we go. Dead. I always find it weird when they end on a random thug like that. Give me that big Cloud sword. Speaking of Cloud, it is likely that at some point, could even be as soon as the end of this week, we try out Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. How far we get into it, that's another story, but could be trying that out soon. Along with another Square Enix game that I won't reveal just yet. But it's not Final Fantasy. Oh, jeez, alright. Oh, see what I mean? Like, even with his attacks, like, bosses do not really seem to give it, like, a damn. Like, they just zip around him and just kick his butt. Dude, I've not gotten a hit in yet. Ouch. That's Adam, too. He's not even one of the stronger characters in the game, although he is a decent all-around option. Oh, jeez! Oh, he, like, used his, like, whatever it's called, his super move, like, right as I was using mine. Nice slam! Nice slam! Oh, I love how he just, I mean, I don't love it because it hurts me, but he just caught that sword. I threw at him like it was, like, a paperweight. He did not give a damn about that hurting him. Dead. Woo! Look how matter-of-factly I always go dead after I kill an enemy. Like, how's the enemy doing? Dead. More, right now. Electric weapon? Don't mind if I might. Alright, here we go. Jeez, I got intense in a hurry, didn't it? I think I really put Bex to sleep with the swirling light on the Sonic. Oh, I knew that thing was worth more than just the money I spent on it. Ouch. This is one of those weird courses where I can probably just let the course do more damage to the enemy than I will. We'll see, though. Watch out. Yeah, I saw that explosion coming. Watch out. Dead. Yeah, I really like saying that. It's a very satisfying dead. Like when I was beating down some of those enemies in Xenoblade yesterday, the ones that I actually beat, and I was like, dead, got them. Give me my 2 coins so I can move on. Give me my giant sword, which doesn't even fit through the portal with me. That's how big it is. More giant sword right now. Thwack. 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 Dead. Woo! I did enjoy just like turning around and just snapping that off. That is a great attack. That's a little overkill, but I'll take it. So I'm just trying to avoid being in the way of that comet, but apparently the enemies don't care if they get crushed by a giant fiery comet of doom. Woo! More right now. Oh, it's Robo X. We're not even in a boss level. Ouch! Ouch! Woo! Dead. Say, these guys take maybe like 3 hits each. Definitely overkill on that. Ouch! Maybe not overkill on that one. Alright, Crystal Mall, apparently. Hey, oh! Got him. Oh, that's right. Now I have 2 extra jumps, which may or may not help me in this next boss fight, assuming it's a jumping-based boss fight. Alright, Bobby Blunts, apparently. Sounds like the name of a store that Turtle P would open in my name. Ooh, it's Max. I was just talking about him as a formidable, heavy character. Go for the special attack there. Oh, jeez. Gotta watch him. He's actually pretty equal to me in terms of power. A little bit faster, though. Hate how often that attack misses. Damn! Alright, he put me in a hole pretty badly there. Watch out. Oh! Oh, he's getting into it now. Oh! Damn it, he is good. This might not end well. Ow. Oh! I like how that didn't hurt him at all, that rock falling on us. God damn it. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm gonna say, I kind of had a feeling I was dead, but I was gonna go out with like all my arsenal and just hope that I could chip him away fast enough. Obviously, it didn't happen. So here we are. Actually, what are his other colors? Yeah, I'll just be classic Adam. Alright, let's put the... Oh, I get it, because his daughter's name is Cherry. It's actually kind of weird when you think about it. That's why I'm going to try not to think about it right now. Nice. Not getting too many, like, crazy good power-ups here. These are still better than the power-ups in Shredder's Revenge. I only mention that because it's the same maker that makes both games. And I was kind of hoping that mode... Well, I do enjoy the Turtles mode. They both have their advantages and disadvantages in terms of, like, the endless fighting mode. Power-ups are not that great in the Turtles game for the options. They're okay. I like that you can shapeshift into the bosses, but other than that, this game has much better power-up possibilities. Plus, they're completely random, which I think is great. Makes it feel very roguelite-y. You know I enjoy me a good roguelite. Probably why I'm still playing this. Like, modes like this just add so much to a game's replayability. Because, I mean, the main campaign, while it's fun, it's like maybe a few hours long at most. And I've played it to death. But, I mean, doing this, like, I don't know. It's just completely random every time. Like, I don't know what the power-ups are going to be. I don't know what the enemies are going to be. I don't even know what the arenas are going to be. It's completely random. It's great. The only thing that changes, maybe, besides that, is the character you play as. And there's a great cast of characters going from classic Streets of Rage to current. Well, current. The game came out in 2020, but still. Remember that part where Randy was here when we were talking about Crystal Mall? That was kind of cool. Ouch! That hurt. Dead! Oh, hell yeah, I'll take that. Anytime you can start out early with a bunch of all-star moves, I mean, it doesn't guarantee anything, but it's still nice. Oh, got a clip of the week again. All working out now. Or Easter 2024, right after this.
Is the dog out there?
Damn it, I saw that coming too, and I completely still got hit by it. Ouch. Ouch, ouch! Alright, all that had to happen, apparently. Watch out. Nice. Nice. Got him. More, right now. Ooh, DJ Kawashi. Actually weird to get him this early in the game. Usually he's a later enemy, but that's fine. Woo! Oh, alright, that's a nice little combo there. Of course, he's got to bring other enemies in there. Oh, damn, he's already dead. Holy crap. No wonder that guy has a shield up. His health bar is not so good. Hey, oh, that was pretty, took care of him pretty handily. I wish that boss was that easy in the main game. Spoilers, it isn't. Random one laser in the middle of the field. Not even a conveyor belt or anything. Just one laser just chilling there. Ouch! Ah, I was really hoping he was going to slide into the laser. You don't want to be in the way when my laser goes off. In this case, when the game's arbitrary laser goes off. Dun, 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 dun. Ouch. Alright. Ah, I do enjoy when the laser gets the last hit. Good job, laser. What you had in you? Yo, hi-ya, hi-ya. Fire Blitz, Electric. I'll go Fire Blitz. Ah, the ninjas, they gotta be from Streets of Rage 3. Streets of Rage 3 added like a whole bunch of different other kinds of enemies, but I noticed they didn't even really bring back in this game other than this reference here. Like the main campaign, I don't think you fight these ninjas. Streets of Rage 3 was easily the hardest of the originals. In fact, it's harder than this game. Especially to get the true ending. But then again, the first game, actually the first game might be the hardest. Because they didn't have some of the special moves and stuff. Nice. More, right now. Ouch! One thing in my favor right now, even though these levels are going to get a lot harder, is the fact that I'm sitting on 5 stars. And those stars currently are equipped to unleash like 4 rockets each, so it's going to be a very devastating attack for some of these bosses. Because the bosses are usually what do me in. Not that I can't lose to a random wave of enemies, but when you start getting to like level 13, 14, that's when it really starts getting tough. Oh, hell yeah. I'll take that. Yeah, I'm going to say it's time for a boss now, so I'll probably use one of those stars now, but I mean, I'm good for like 4 or 5 bosses as long as I don't have to waste them on anything. But we'll see. I mean, it's not a guarantee that that attack's going to kill everything, but it's a pretty nice power-up to have. Alright, there's Floyd, the character I just played as. And then, like I said, it creates like a... Alright, all the rockets missed, so you just made my own point there. Management must be tough, I mean, I guess. What management would be my comeback? It's like anybody's managing anything. I mean, I can manage to get a bunch of stores closed, just let me not try. Oh! Oh, I thought that was me dying. I'm like, what happened? Okay, it was just the fact that there was so much other nonsense going on. Alright, now it starts to get a bit tougher. Not that it hasn't been tough already. More right now. Oh, level 9? I mean, it'll still be tough. For some reason I thought we were at level 12 or 13. Watch out. Nope. Saw that coming. God damn it. I really did just fall off that. Dead. I'm just gonna let them walk in that toxic sludge. Take some of their own health. Dead. Oh, this arena's actually a little bit, we'll see. I actually don't like getting this one later in the game. Although you can just kind of wipe out a lot of the enemies by having that thing kill them, but it's kind of like, why is it even here then? I just realized it's playing the dance club music from Streets Rage 3. I don't think this is... No, this is not the music that plays during this particular part. Although it is from this level, I think. Actually, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I just know it's not this part. This part has that weird, creepy music that I think we heard, like, in the restaurant level or something. Hey, yo! Alright, well, that was pretty easy, I guess. Ooh, I don't like this. Ooh. Hitting enemies heals you. I have to take one of them. What's the other one? I don't like either one. I'm actually gonna take Bloodthirst. I'm probably gonna regret it, but... I almost never... That was a very... I don't like that. So the power-ups kind of bit me there, because those were two really bad power-ups. I had to take one. Now, granted, I can heal by hitting enemies, but... I'll have to see, because I've actually never really used this one long-term, because I just feel like it's a very, like, kind of dumb power-up, but... We'll see, especially with having more enemies now. It's kind of working. Alright, I can see where this could work in the long term, but at this point in the game, I don't know. But then again, once you get this power-up, you're stuck with it. These are all permanent power-ups till you die. Oof, Damn it. Damn it again. That's right, those aren't going to heal me now. Neither will that. They'll still give me points, which is good, because now I can go for, yep, get another all-star move, which I'm going to need. Yeah, we're going to have to see how this goes. This is the third boss. This is where things start to get really tight. We'll see how tight right now. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Damn it. Watch out. Okay, she got delayed by that. Watch out! Oh, that was so dumb. Okay. So I can just keep letting her walk into that laser. Or not. Yep, there we go. Watch out. Damn it. Damn it. Got her! That's, this is not gonna last long, though. That blood, whatever thing really hurt me. Well, at least I can turn. That actually goes in tandem with the other one I have. So doing 30% more damage plus being able to heal more. Other got her. Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, that was tough, though. That was tough. Had to use 2 star moves. I didn't really want to. Yeah, this could be the end here. Oh, God, especially this dick's got that weapon. Forget it. Yeah, this is not going to end well. Well, then again. Oh, jeez. That Bloodthirst killed me, because I really had a pretty good... Yeah, no, I know. I really had a good board until that. But, not much I could do there. It's a bad choice all around. Hey, yo. Star move, toxic weapon, not bad. I probably could have done with the damage up, but whatever. Like, when that's a very rare, like, combo where those are the only two things available to start. That was just not good. So other than that, I had a really good momentum going for me there. Yeah, this is the song that usually plays during that one carnival level that we were in briefly from Streets of Rage 2. Though this level's from Streets of Rage 3, and usually it's a different song for this particular backdrop. Dead. Do we? More right now. All right. Hey, yo. Ouch. That's gonna leave a mark. Dead. Hey, yo. Ah. Nice shot. Nice! Oh my god, I just ripped him right. Like, he didn't even get a chance to put the shield up. Woo! Same with him. He really didn't get a chance to do much either. Oh yeah, give me those tactical rockets. I want to see if I can rebuild a similar loadout to what I had the last game, except without that stupid bloodthirst, because that was really what did me in at the end of it all. Application suspending in 15 minutes. I don't know why it does that with so many PS4 games, not just this one. Never happens. Like, it'll say that for like 2 hours and never do anything. I mean, I own this game. It's not even a PS Plus game. It's a game that I bought. That I downloaded on the day of release. I even bought the DLC. Like, no part of this is PS Plus funded. And I still have PS Plus anyway, so it really doesn't make any sense. Anyway, here we are. Doing it up here. Doing it up Gary's way. Nice. I do enjoy firing the hole and then just blowing them all up. Got him. Ouch. Dead. Woo! I like the slow ball and the drop kick, though. Alright, here we go. Funny enough, I think her special attack is to shoot rockets, so I think I'm just going to add rockets to rockets. We'll find out right now. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, that's right, I changed her special out, but now she gets rockets on top of that. Oh, that's going to leave a mark. Woo! Alright. Got 2 extra stars out of that deal. Yeah, as you can see, these power-ups get very complicated once they start stacking and whatnot. More, right now. Woo! Alright. I mean, that is what I said. As you can see, these power-ups get very complicated when they start stacking on top of each other. Ouch. Got him. Ooh, more rockets. Hell yeah. I've seen that get as high as like 16 rockets at some point, although that's pretty hard to do. It's also part luck. Like, usually. Like right after they win the championship, but that is a little bizarre. But as long as they keep Brad Stevens behind the helm, he's the GM, not the owner. But Celtic Square, yeah, it really is Celtic Square. Oh, jeez! All right, he had a counter ready for that. Nice explosion to take out everybody. Alright, what we got? Toxic special? I'll take a toxic special, thank you. Celtic Square! I mean, that would be terrible. Because you really need to own more sports teams. Like, he's already got, what, like hockey, baseball, soccer. Like, he has a racing team. Like, how many more teams does he need? I get that the Celtics are local, but, well, for him, but still. I can just see him being like, well, we don't really need Jason Tatum. No, you kind of do. Ah. Payroll and always has some takes twos. Well, I mean, at least if they take twos, that wouldn't be the worst thing based on some of their other shot selections. I don't know how. If anything, he'd have them take more threes because then he could be like, "Oh, look, we're winning. Like, it should be okay that we're saving money." Because that's the thing. When you're a lousy team, and I said this when the Celtics were not the best team, and they had maybe like one or two good three-point shooters. Like, yeah, you know what? Take those threes because maybe they go in and you beat like a really good team. But when you are a good team, you don't need to be taking three-pointers when you're up by 10 in like a close game or whatever. Like, no, you get the shot that's available. You don't keep settling for threes. But then again, that's a whole other thing. But in general, yeah, the twos, like a team like the Red Sox, who aren't that good right now, they have to rely on like stealing bases and gimmicks like that because, yeah, maybe they'll squeak one out. Like, that's what the three-pointer is. It's like maybe, you know, if the Detroit Pistons have a good night shooting the ball from three, maybe they'll beat the Celtics on a night. But that doesn't mean they're good enough. So, if anything, that whole three-point philosophy would apply to them more. Pretty much. Yeah, they're basically like the Crystal Mall owners of sports. We want a team that's competitive, but not really good enough to win, because that's pretty expensive. But, you know, good enough to at least get fans to show up in the hopes that they will win, because we still want the fans' money, which we can't do if the team's terrible. But if the team is just okay, which is basically where the Red Sox have been. I know they finished in last place, but, I mean, you look at their record for most of the season, they're, like, hovering around 500 each of the last few years. I mean, you go into August, they're technically in the playoff race. They're like a game or two out of the wild card, so you can't say, oh, they're not contending. They are contending, they're just not, you know they're not going to go anywhere, but that's why, as bad as they are, they're not going to let the team be, like, you know, really terrible, because then people will just stop going to the games. They'll still go to the games as long as they're relatively in the playoff race, but they're not, you know, they've really got nobody interesting on the team. They got no reason to think they're going to be any higher than a second wild card if they even make the playoffs. And that sucks, you know, as somebody who followed the Red Sox for as long as I have. I mean, the whole fun was always like Red Sox, Yankees, you know, going for the division, you know, it was in play for both teams, you know, maybe the wild card, but like, it was never like, hey, let's settle for maybe scraping into the playoffs. Like, that was never the Red Sox thing. It was like, let's try to win the World Series. Let's try to get, like, you know, far in the playoffs. Like, nope, now it's like, hey, let's just show up, hope we win our 85 games at most, and maybe make it interesting. That's it. For the last three Red Sox teams, I mean, even the 21 Red Sox almost felt like a fluke, but it's basically, let's be competitive, which means, you know, you can be competitive and still win 82, 83 games, but more than likely they're going to win on the low end of that and miss the playoffs, but that's been their model. It hasn't been to tank, like, to their credit. They're not tanking for draft picks, I can tell you that. Like, they're not going for it, but they're not, like, you know, tearing the whole team down and going for, like, a 50-win season like the Astros did for a while. I'm not giving them credit for that, but I'm saying that, like, you know, they need the team to be at least decent, because they can't sell their $100 tickets for a team that's, like, you know, 50 games out of first. Even they can't do that. Like, Red Sox fans are loyal, but to a point. They don't want to see complete garbage. Like, they'll watch this team in the last couple of years. I think I just died. Yeah, I did. They'll watch, like, the last couple of years because at least they can say, hey, you know, we got a couple decent players. We're going in the right direction. At some point, that's going to wear off. You know, when the team's, you know, finishing last place for the third year in a row, you can't really keep saying you're going in the right direction. But for now, it looks like they're not going to finish last just because the Blue Jays and the Rays are having bad seasons. They can say, hey, we finished third this year, whatever. I mean, is that the goal? Maybe, I don't know. They'll never say that. They'll never say what the goal is if they have a goal. I mean, they're going to say, oh, our goal is to win the World Series. Our goal is to, you know, be the best team in baseball. Like, they're not going to say, oh, our goal is to be moderately competitive. Owner is, well, I'm out. But we want to, but let us do it. That would suck. That really would suck. Because just like when Dombrowski left, it's like, you have a good team, just leave it alone. Like, the Celtics have built a really good team. So, like, just literally just leave it alone. I mean, yeah, you can add some pieces too, but just leave it alone. Like, don't mess it up. I've waited a long time for the Celtics to be this good again. And I'm not saying it's going to last forever, but at least give me a few years of, you know, dominant Celtic play, you know, where they're actually contenders for a number of years. Which, I mean, technically they've already been contenders for the last few years, but I mean, like, really, truly. Give this 2024 World Championship team a chance to defend their title and keep going. More right now. By the Bruins. I mean, that'll be whatever. Gonna have a Christmas party. I love some. The questions are all over the place. It's like everything from like summer to like winter. I mean, yes, there will likely be a Christmas celebration of some kind. I say this in literally the 1st of July. But you're not wrong to assume there could be one. Nice, whatever that was. Dead. Better than no questions? Wait, what? Better than no questions. I can guess. Christmas in July. Oh, I mean, it is. Damage? Yeah, I'll go with that one, I guess. It's a safe bet. Level 3. Fight. Oh, taking it to the streets. All right, so after this match, and I'm not sure how much longer I'll be streaming, but after this match... Actually, you know what? I'll just do it now, because I don't feel like waiting for the end of this. I'll start the... In fact, let me do the arcade mode. Complete story... Ah, that's right. I don't have story mode unlocked on this. Really? I really don't want to have to start from, like... Alright, hold on. I'll start from here. Alright, fine.
Axel Stone.
Alright, here we go. I do enjoy Streets of Rage Square. Should also be known as Rage Avenue. Or Rage Square. Bell Tower Climb Square. Wait, I don't even get that one. It's alright. Probably better that I don't. Ouch! I remember you hating Venda fruit. Alright. That sounds like something I would hate. Venda fruit? On Pac-Man. Oh, okay. I do want to play that game again sometime. That was a fun little game. Not all the mini games are great. I just hated that part where you'd get to like the last space or whatever, and you had to go like one space at a time, and it's like nobody ever won because it took forever. And you got to like the last 3 spaces. It was like you have to win like 3 more mini games in a row. Yeah, it sounds like... Oh, actually, yeah, I did hate that game. And it came up so many times because there's only like 10 mini games in that game. And it was like, Venda fruit! That was a pretty good stream. Store Square? Basically. Ouch. Ah, I always hated those things. The freaking sliding. Oh, this guy. Supposed to be like a mini boss, I think. Watch out. Ouch. Nice. Shocking, isn't it? Dead. Now we fight the boss. Hey, yo! Nice little combo to get things started. Damn, it actually did not do as much damage as I thought. Watch out. Watch out again! Yeah, I say that fills almost the whole screen. Let's try that again. Still does not do a lot of damage. But I did try it again. Ouch! Ouch! Got her! Wasn't sure if that was going to work, but then again, why wouldn't it? Nice. Oh, yeah. All right, police precinct. Here we go. More right now. Ooh, enemies. How about both the police and the criminals are against you in this stage? Although, I will say, the criminals at least go after the cops for you. If you save the cops from the criminals, they don't give a crap. They still go after you. It's like, hey, I just helped you out, man. They're just like, yeah, we don't care. Oh, I just used a lot of health on that. Nice shot. Ooh, another sad trombone. Alright, fine, let's play it. Ah, shoot. Dead. I do enjoy this upbeat soundtrack. It's exactly what I would want a modern Streets of Rage game to feel like. Actually, I don't play this campaign mode that much just because I haven't played it so long. I used to play it all the time. But when I get to go back to it, it is strangely nostalgic for a game that's only 4 years old, but definitely, like, it's got so much great Streets of Rage DNA in it, and it's really a great tribute to that classic series that it's like it is actually bringing it back again with Streets of Rage Revolution, which is great to see. Don't know when it's going to happen, but along with their other revival titles, they did announce a new Streets of Rage, which looks like it's going to be mostly 3D, which should be interesting. Whether it's a top-down 3D or true 3D, I don't know, but interested to see how they reimagine some of these classic titles like Streets of Rage and Golden Axe, as well as Shinobi and, of course, Crazy Taxi. We all know how I feel about that one. Love me some Crazy Taxi. Dead. Ouch. Watch out. Woo, that was fun. Technically, you don't have to beat these enemies to continue. I just like to do it. Like, the door is open already. I could just ignore them and keep going, but you get some bonuses for beating them, plus they're kind of fun to beat. Get some really big hit combos racked up on them. If you're good about it, which, ouch, I'm not, because I just had my combo broken. Never a good feeling. You never want to get your combo broken. Oh! Got it broken again. Here we go. Not much. Just some bonus points, an extra star move, which might come in handy on the boss fight about to come up here. Ooh, here we go. Boss fight. Hey, yo! Ha, my turn. Because I knew he was about to go for his attack, so it's like, here, let me try one. Ouch. Alright. Woo! Watch out. Whoa! Ouch. Nice shot to deflect that. Watch out. Oh, no! That's going to leave a mark. And it did. Got him. All right, all right. Well, that is going to do it for me here tonight, but always a groovy night when we can play a little Streets of Rage together. Get things pumping up in here, but I appreciate you watching tonight. Monday evening here with Chaos Blur. Again, playing the old Streets of Rage. It's all the rage after all. And yeah, no, it was another fun one. Much like yesterday and the day before that and the day before that. Man, I mean, yeah, what are you going to do? Only 2 hours tonight, but who knows next time what may happen. We will maybe see you then. Feel free to vote in that, yeah, it's not a bad little night. Feel free to vote in the 4th of July poll on my Twitter page if you haven't already, and we will see you in the next one. You really do. We will see you in the next one. As always, stay chaotic. We're out.